house. So welcome back to Fair from Friday. For this case, we have another case out of Chicago. Not a very well-known case. This is another child death case, as you can tell by the thumbnail and probably title of the video. And so this case is very tragic in itself, as in most child death cases, it definitely could have been prevented. Definitely let me know if you knew of our victim or even our killer, if you've been in jail with her, because obviously she's still in jail to this day for what she's done. And so with that being said, I'm gonna quit my rambling and let's get started. So we're gonna start with Verna. Verna Carol Tobicoe, I think that's how you pronounce her last name. She was born September 26, 2009. She would get removed from her mother's custody in 2014 after their abuse of, basically she was getting abused by her mom. And then she had two siblings. Her siblings had learning and developmental disabilities, and they all basically went to their father. And so basically the dad apparently was dating this woman by the name of Lisa Marie Vinicela, and she was born February 17th, 1988. And so apparently at the time that these three kids move in, Lisa had a newborn, which we assume with the dad. So then there's a caseworker that basically comes over, makes sure that the kids have Medicaid, food stamps, and any other necessary government assistance. She makes sure the dad is into parenting classes, obviously be the best parent that you can be for these kids. Two of them have disabilities, like I had mentioned earlier. And so apparently she would even try to help out the mom. Even the mom apparently had like minimal contact with the kids. And so apparently she even bought the kids like coats, because if I assume for the winter time, because from what I heard, Chicago up there is like hella cold when it's winter time. Apparently she gave a gift card to help out, because apparently one of the kids had lice. And when the dad fell behind on rent, she even helped pay for the rent so the kids wouldn't be out on the streets. And so apparently up there in Illinois or Chicago, I don't know what that particular school had going on, but apparently she had flu shot records that were expired and they needed to be updated. And the school was like, you cannot come back until you get new flu shots. And so that caseworker even took the Verna's older sister, to the doctor, so that way she can go back to school, because we shouldn't be missing school just because we ain't got flu shots. And so Lisa apparently, she did not work, but the kid's dad, he did. So the dad was working apparently a pharmacy job at night and the construction of the day. So, working two jobs. So he's providing pretty much the only income for all these people. So anytime that he is at home, he is understandably asleep, because, you working these two jobs to provide for family. So then in August of 2014, Verna gets taken to the hospital for a broken arm. Of course, an investigation is done and abuse is claimed to be unfounded, but simply because Verna's dad was not at home when her arm was broken. And then in October, Verna has a brother. A teacher apparently would take pictures of bruises on his arm and a laceration on his face. She basically sends that to DCFS. Of course, everybody in the house is questioned as to do you know how it happened? Everyone gives different reasons, which that should already be suspicious enough. And then Lisa apparently was never interrogated. And so then, of course, obviously with Verna's broken arm, the caseworker that I mentioned earlier, obviously she was not notified by the hospital. But obviously when she's coming over to visit these kids, she's gonna notice a broken arm, because how you not just notice a broken arm? Obviously, and she's been to the hospital, so it's in the cast and everything. So Lisa basically just tell said caseworker that Verna had fallen. Didn't specify on what, fell down the stairs, just fell off. She just fell, and that's how it happened. So then at one point, it is said that Lisa had actually tried to commit suicide by pills and bleach. Unfortunately, she didn't die, because obviously she did. I would not be covering this case. In January 2015, DCFS decides we're going to close the case against the family for good. So like I was saying, in late April or early May of 2015, Lisa basically would leave the house due to stress. And I guess she came back at one point, because had she not come back, again, obviously I would not be covering the story. Because then we're going to go to the fateful day of May 7th, 2015. Verna basically is found unresponsive and she's declared dead less than an hour later. It said that she had lacerated. So she basically had a lacerated liver and intestines, subdermal hematoma. I know I said that wrong. Basically on the back of her head, multiple skull fractures, and cigarette burns. So we obviously know this is not an accident, and cause of death, of course, is blunt force trauma injuries. So then Lisa, of course, tells police, because I was going to ask what the hell happened, how you spell his injuries. And she basically said that Verna has slipped on some Gatorade and that she needed to take a bath, because obviously, you can't just be walking around smelling like Gatorade. And so then Verna was found unresponsive in the bathtub, hence why I called y'all. And of course, they asked other kids in the house, do y'all know what happens? Y'all are here, and obviously what Lisa told them is not adding up the injuries we are seeing on Verna. So they're like, look, we being abused by not only Lisa, but these other adults. Did specify in the documents that I found who the other adults were, but apparently there were other adults. So then, of course, Lisa, she's arrested. She's charged with first-degree murder. And from what I've read, she has been sentenced to 23 years. And I've checked the system. It was like she's obviously, and for good reason, she still is in jail. So, anyway. So like I was saying, that is the case of the murder of Verna Carol Tobicoe. Of course, not a very well-known case. I gave what I could. Like I said, if anybody knows the victim, killer, anybody involved in the family, definitely let me know. And so with that being said, I cover fatal females 3 times every Friday. Subscribe for more fatal females, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
So if I play dead, will you regret everything that you did, that you said? I don't think you understand what you're doing, and my heart's black and blue from the bruising. I feel like when I'm with you I'm losing. I feel like you think that this amusing, sitting there gaslighting and confusing. Was it me? Is it me? Am I deluded? I'm the one who's always sorry, the conclusion, even though I offer all of the solutions. I wish you loved me like I love you, it's stupid. When I'm alone with you I never feel lucid. I wish I wasn't struck by Cupid. I wish when I first saw you I knew this. When I'm with you I feel so useless. I feel diluted, my heart's been wounded. Silhouettes of you are like a taunt. Never really know just what you want. With you I don't ever feel calm. I can feel the sweat inside my palm. Play with me like cats and a string. You don't understand the pain it brings. You don't ever wanna give me wings. You don't ever wanna set me free.
But if I lay down and I play dead,